Thank you for joining us. Today we have an update on the Bearspaw South Feeder Main Break rehabilitation and impacts to citywide water service. We'll be hearing from General Manager of Infrastructure Services, Michael Thompson, and Leader of Environmental Planning and Policy, Rihanna Rajabali. We'll hear their remarks and then there will be an opportunity to ask questions after. Please keep your questions limited to one question and one follow-up. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. We've moved into a new phase of our updates over the next 2 weeks. City Administration will be providing information on repair and construction plans and share more technical information with Calgarians on our lead up to beginning the repair work and starting Stage 4 water restrictions on August 26th. Today I am joined by Rihanna Rajabali, Leader of the City of Calgary's Environmental Planning and Policy. I will provide an update on pre-construction activities that are taking place this week. Impact assessments taking place for residents and businesses in the construction areas and how the city is communicating with those directly impacted before I pass things over to Rihanna, who will share more about what we as the city are doing to save water and what businesses and residents can do over the next 2 weeks to prepare. I know that many residents, businesses, and the public would like to know the specific locations where we will be doing the repair work. I plan to share more detailed information this Thursday as the teams are finalizing the analysis of data received from the inspection completed in July. While we finalize the number of locations for repair, we are actively in the planning phase now. Crews will be on site this Thursday to mark out exactly where the feeder main is located and additional utilities. This will take a couple of days. Crews from Alberta One Call will also be in these areas to identify underground infrastructure by painting lines and placing small flags in the ground where infrastructure is located. In some cases, crew members will need to enter private property, the front or back lawns, but will not need to enter homes and businesses. Our teams are currently working to ensure that the repair work carefully evaluates the impacts the repairs will have on the impacted communities. We are evaluating a wide range of factors to ensure that all aspects of daily life have been taken into account. This includes evaluating things like mobility impacts for vehicle, pedestrian, and wheeling traffic, parking impacts, accessibility to driveways, alleys, and laneways, ability to provide water to homes and businesses, waste collection services, mail and delivery services, transit routes, emergency access, noise impacts during construction, just to name a few. In addition to looking at the specific impacts for residents and businesses, we understand the importance of reliable transit and mobility networks, and we are working to minimize disruption by planning for detours and potential transit route changes. We are committed to communicating all work that will be taking place leading up to, during, and after the repairs have been completed. We will provide construction updates to directly impacted residents and businesses in the construction areas at a minimum twice a week and more frequently as they are available. Directly impacted residents and businesses can sign up to receive these updates by following the registration link that can be found at calgary.ca. Our team will continue to monitor the work and the impact of the repairs and will make any necessary adjustments to mitigate unforeseen issues for residents and businesses in the area. I will now turn it over to Rihanna to share more about what businesses and residents can do over the next 2 weeks to prepare.
Thank you, Michael. I'd like to start by thanking Calgarians for their understanding as we prepare for another period of repairs to the Bearspaw South Feeder Main. We understand that many Calgarians are tired of the water restrictions and construction impacts disrupting their day-to-day routines. It is important, however, that this work is completed in the short term to lower the risk of another unplanned failure in the feeder main. We also need to make the repairs within the coming weeks to ensure that we can maintain Calgary's water supply through the winter. Unlike the situation in June, proactively planning for this repair work means that we have the opportunity to prepare for the return to Stage 4 outdoor water restrictions and the need to limit indoor water use. Throughout the repair work, you will continue to have access to water. And while we know it is a hardship, we will need your help to ensure that our water is used wisely so that we have water for emergencies and enough for all throughout the repair process. We have just under 2 weeks until we return to those restrictions. In the meantime, there are some things businesses and residents can do to prepare for the upcoming repair period, during which time we will all need to work together. As we are asking Calgarians, both residents and businesses, to help save water during the upcoming repair work, we'd like to share what we will be doing in our own city operations to save water. We will take the following actions starting on August 26th. For city-owned buildings and vehicles, facilities will cease watering plants and flowers and irrigation of grass areas maintained for city-owned buildings. Wash bays for city vehicles will be closed. Vehicles will only be washed to comply with health and safety requirements. City pools and arenas will also be implementing water-saving measures, including flooding ice rinks less often, placing signage inside facilities to encourage visitors to conserve water while showering as well as washing hands. As the city continues to plan for how we will reduce our water use, you can use the time between now and August 26th to plan as well. Right now, we remain in Stage 1 outdoor watering restrictions, and we are not yet asking Calgarians to limit their indoor water use. We encourage you to take this period to make sure your gardens, trees, and shrubs are healthy leading up to the return to Stage 4 restrictions. While we remain in Stage 1, you can continue to water gardens, trees, and shrubs with a hose attached to a trigger spray or use a drip irrigation system with an automatic shutoff. You can also use this time to ensure that the soil surrounding your tree has a deep watering, in addition to the tree itself. Adding in a layer of mulch will also help limit water loss through evaporation. Until August 26th, sprinklers and in-ground sprinkling systems can be used following the sprinkler schedule for Stage 1. Right now is also a great time to get your rain barrels or other containers ready to collect rainwater so that they are full and ready before August 26th. Indoors, now is a great time to get caught up on your laundry. Items like throw blankets or seasonal clothing can be washed ahead of time, allowing you to limit your laundry during the repair period to full loads of essential items. Businesses are also encouraged to use this time to plan ahead. We will once again be opening alternate water sources where businesses and residents can access non-potable water for commercial and residential purposes. Consider how your business could take advantage of this service to use non-potable water where appropriate. Businesses are encouraged to use this time to also check fixtures in bathrooms, kitchens, and laundry rooms and repair any leaks. If you have automatic faucets, you can adjust them to a shorter runtime. And if you don't have automatic faucets, you might consider installing them. Plan to share water conservation messaging with your staff and customers. We have posters available to download on our website that can be printed and posted in areas where water is used. Visit calgary.ca/savewateratwork to print these posters and for more information for businesses during this period. We are continuing to meet with businesses to understand how we can support them to continue to operate during the repair work. I'll pass it back to Michael.
I'd like to thank residents, businesses, and our regional partners for your patience and understanding as we work to complete these needed repairs to the water feeder main. I know that you're looking for more details, and we're looking forward to finalizing our repair plans and sharing more details with you in the coming days. Our next media availability will be this Thursday, August 15th, where, as I mentioned, I will be sharing more with you about the number of the repair sites and the specific locations. As always, if there is a reason to let you know about urgent information before Thursday, we will. I'll now pass it over to Jamie to moderate questions.
When it comes to the data you guys got from the pipe, is that data still being analyzed, and is it possible that there are less or more areas of weakness along the line in those areas identified from that initial data?
So the question really was around the pipe diver data that we got and the initial 16 locations that we identified through that. And the answer is yes, we're still analyzing that data. That's what we're finalizing today and tomorrow. And that will clarify the repair sites that we'll be going and letting you know about on Thursday. And so there may be some additional sites or there may be a few lower sites as we finalize the review of that data.
I understand that the city is still meeting with businesses regarding impacts, whether that be on the construction side or the water restriction side. I'm curious, is there wiggle room at all? I understand the landscaping industry, for example, is meeting with administration later. Is there wiggle room to ensure that businesses don't have to shut down on their own because of these restrictions?
Yeah, so questions around businesses. Maybe I'll start and then I'll pass it over to Rihanna. I'll say that on Thursday we did go and we met with 45 businesses on 16th Avenue to talk to them about the upcoming work, and we met with over 100 residents along 33rd Avenue. Knocked on over 100 doors along 33rd Avenue to let them know about upcoming work. But maybe do you want to run over some of the work we're doing with business groups?
Yeah. One of the key actions we're taking, again, is to open those non-potable river water stations. So those will be accessible for both businesses and residents to be able to retrieve water. We are also continuing to have meetings with different business and industry associations. Those are happening in real time. We want to hear from them. We want to be able to understand their needs and concerns as a result of this repair work and associated water restrictions to be able to understand how we can support them. Thank you.
Anyone else?
What kind of, Mr. Thompson, what kind of work is happening in that area right now? I know a couple of residents are seeing some city crews around. There was a couple manhole covers up in Woodstone was on 33rd Avenue today. Are crews in the area? What's happening in the area, specifically 33rd Avenue, as we lead up to construction?
And what residents will start to see on 33rd Avenue will be us, like I mentioned, out doing some surveying and some locating work. So you'll start to see paint on the streets. And so when you see blue paint on the 33rd Avenue, that's the location of water lines. You'll also see other colors marking other utilities, whether it's gas, power, telecommunication lines. And so you'll see paint on the sidewalks and on the road and potentially flags and grassed areas, really laying out the location of utilities. That's helping to inform us while we're doing our planning work to identify exactly where the water feeder main is in relation to other utilities so that we can think through how we're going to do the repair work and also think about those impacts to adjacent homeowners and really plan that work. And so that's what you're going to see us doing right now, having crews on the site, locating the lines, having crews on the site, really planning what this repair work is going to be. We want to make sure we're taking these next 2 weeks to plan that work so that we can get in and do this repair work as quickly and efficiently as possible and really limit the disruptions to businesses and residents. We know there will be some, and we really want to plan that work in advance.
Are there plans to send similar monitoring devices like pipe divers or perhaps other pipes throughout the city, just given what the information that this specific analysis found regarding the Bears pipeline?
Yeah, so the question really around what are we doing with inspections of other assets that we have and other water lines. And so we're inspecting over 1,000 kilometers of water line this year for leaks. That's an increase of 5-fold from what we've done in the past. That's really looking at how do we reduce leaks through our system as we're doing those inspections and additional repairs. We're also increasing inspections of feeder mains using technology like the pipe diver and smart ball that we've used in the past. So yes, we will be increasing our inspections throughout the entire system.
Any more questions? Okay, we'll see you on Thursday at 2. Stay tuned.
Thank you.